marketing yourself is key. Marketing and selling are not the same thing. Marketing creates awareness. Marketing is announcing. Selling is closing. Now, for you to close, after the announcement has happened, for you to close, you need to ask questions. It's when you ask questions, you can identify the key areas for you to be able to engage the prospects at that need and get them to buy. Now, and this is why you must begin your conversations the right way. Before you ask questions, ask for permission to ask questions. Mr. Prosper, thank you for this opportunity to have this meeting with you today. My name is XYZ. I work with, hope you don't mind, before we go ahead, I have a few questions to ask you. These are the questions we normally ask most of our clients. Just 3 to 4 questions, no pressure. Can I go ahead, sir? This will help us understand your needs a lot better. So you see, I'm making reference to questions that these are the questions I've asked most of my clients. I don't just start asking questions. Because if you just start asking questions, the person may interrupt you. The person may feel uneasy that he's being asked many questions. But if you ask for permission to ask questions, that would make the person relax and start to listen to you to engage you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the battle in selling is not brand versus brand. The battle in selling is salespeople versus salespeople. Sometimes people think that if the company is better, if the company has a better product, has a better price, they will sell a lot more. But a lot of times, you know that sometimes you've gone to engage prospects before, and your company, maybe you even have a cheaper price, you have a superior value, but yet they go for your competition. Or maybe you are the one who even has a more expensive product, maybe even lesser value than the competition, but you get them to buy from you. So the point is that the buying is not so much about the company, but about the person who is selling the products, the person who is representing the products. And that's why salespeople are only hired. You don't hire a sales team if everything is going well in your company. You don't hire a sales team if you're making enough sales. You don't hire a sales team if things are working. So you hire a sales team when sales are not coming the way they should. You hire a sales team when things are not working the way they should. So you must realize that your role is so significant to determining the buying of the prospects. It is not about the prospects. See, when we sell, we are influencing. It is not about the prospects. It is about you. Remember, the person who is influencing is the influencer. He's the powerful person. The person who is influenced pretty much is on the receiving side. So you are on the giving side. You are the influencer. You are the one who is influencing others. Now, because I use the word you're the influencer, don't leave your influencing only when you're face to face with the prospect. There are things you can do to start to market yourself properly. And the first thing you want to do to market yourself properly, why is this important? First of all, it's important to market yourself because you want to establish your credibility even before you have your meeting. You want to establish your credibility even before people meet you. I'm sure you've heard the saying, your reputation precedes you. You want to have a reputation that precedes you. So that the moment you come on board, you're like, wow, she's here. Oh, wow, he's here. They may not say it out of their mouth, but in their hearts, that's the way they feel, that you're present to want to do business with them. So first things first, market yourself within your organization. Your personal brand, who they know you as within a company or within your circle where you work is so important. I remember when I resigned from where I was working then, so that I could go into consulting, I already had a reputation among my mates who we had come into the organization we worked in at that time together. I already had a reputation that, Iyore is a performer. Because then we had access to see everybody's portfolio, how much everybody had brought into the organization. They would check, they would see how much I had brought in. They saw everything. They were like, wow, this guy is a performer. One of them would even call me on the phone and say, man, this guy is a performer. And there were things that I did to make them believe that I was a performer. Apart from performance, I also spoke right. No grumbling, no murmuring. I don't agree with everything the company does, but I don't say things like, I don't agree. What is all this? I don't grumble and I don't complain. As far as I'm concerned, I see the cup as a half filled. So I remember a friend of mine, we were selling the exact same products. And whenever, of course, she came and was like, the fees, the customers are saying this. I'm like, no, we are going to be number one in this space. Don't worry. Just give us time. Let us understand the product. We are going to be. I always was speaking positive. And she says, my God, you're like a breath of fresh air. So the point is that build that kind of brand for yourself. Don't be the complainer. You must be known as the person who is exceptional, as the person who delivers. And you will find out that referrals will start to come to you. Oh my goodness. Do you know that I remember we were preparing for the World Cup, that competition we had where we sold and I was sent for the World Cup. A lady who was attending to me in terms of my transactions as we were going to head office. From time to time we were talking, she was seeing my transactions coming in. She was seeing where I was talking about the bank, talking about my work. Do you know that when her father retired, she wanted to give the transaction her father had? She would have just given to anybody else, but she brought it straight to my table. She says, Iyore, I want you to handle this transaction for me. Because she knew that the person she was dealing with is a performer. So you want to have a strong reputation in your company. You talk right. Apart from results, do your work well. Be number one, but talk right. Don't complain. Don't join them to nag or talk about the boss. If the boss doesn't do it, that you I remember one day we're called to work on a Sunday. I go to church on Sunday, so calling me to come to work 8 a.m. on Sunday didn't make any sense to me. But I still got to work that day, and no wrong attitude, no complaining. If I could, whatever I could have done, I did. But no talking and shouting and nagging with my mates. Never. We don't do that. Now, the next thing you want to dress properly. Dress well. Don't be caught off guard. Don't say it is past 4 and you fold your sleeves. You remove your jacket or whatever the ways you dress down. Remain corporate. Remain put together. Don't say because we finished, I've just come back from my marketing calls, you remove your heels. No. You wear your heels till you walk out of your office. When you get into your car, you take it off. You want to build that kind of brand. Now, the final thing, after you've sold yourself in your organization, you want to sell yourself outside. Put out content. Put out information about your industry on social media. Social media has become like the new marketing communications for the world. Don't be left behind. As often as you can, it may not be every day, but as often as you can, what are the things that you do? Talk about it. Talk about how you're helping people. Educate the public. Think of yourself like a professor who is having his papers documented and his findings documented. Document them on social media. Do it, pick a platform. If you can pick more than one platform, fantastic. As many places as you can, put out this information every week. And you find that with time, before you even meet your prospects, you will be known. It will give you strength of character, strength of conversation,